Hello. Welcome back to yet another vlog from Varnika. So we are here to discuss 5 of our books back from school, which we have had a constant love-hate relationship with, as suggested by your peers, seniors, teachers, mentors, and a whole bunch of people you have around you have asked you, beta, जो है सब यही है, इससे पढ़ लेना और जीवन संवर जाएगा. So with that, let's get back to the video and get started with 5 of our books that especially I have had a love-hate relationship with. Quick intro to these. I am from a science background, as a result of which I had to study physics, chemistry, maths. Basic PCM kid, although there's nothing basic about that, but that's alright. Let's get started with the first book, which has nothing to do with the stream that you choose, science या commerce. पढ़नी सबको ही पढ़ती है. And it's Ren and Martin, you guys. यादें ताज़ा हो गई? I mean, pronunciation तो आपकी teachers आपको बता देंगी. But when you're talking about the correct grammar, your prepositions, your comprehension and your composition, and how to ace your board exams, you've got to get your grammar right. That's right, my friend. We have English literature and English language as 2 separate subjects. Deep sigh of relief for the years gone by. But, of course, that leads us to the way of a brighter career ahead. The reason why I can have a decent conversation with people is because of this book. That's why the little love that I have for English language, I owe to this book. Thank you so much for getting me so far. And the moment's over. So, yes, that's book number 1, you guys, Ren and Martin. Gone are the days when I used to dread English language exam as the next exam because I had to go through a series of exercises that were given in this book. And of course, if you don't have your English language on point, English literature ka to khair, kya hi farak padta hai? Because you cannot even craft a decent answer and get those marks if the language isn't correct, because it doesn't make sense. Fine. Calm down. I don't mean to be aggressive. I just meant to be assertive. That's right. I read that and learnt that from Ren and Martin. So kids, if you're watching this, this is your go-to book. For elders who've gone through the trauma of having this book by your side. And for the ones who did MBA and still were taught the importance of having this book by your side, bless your heart. With that, let's move on to the next book. Well, look who's here, Sharma ji ka beta. Not the one who you have been constantly compared to, but the one that every teacher holds up to high standards because they are the custodians of mathematics when it comes to class 10, class 11, class 12. वो जो board years होते हैं ना, the board, exam years. If you're a kid, please go through this book. It helps. Trust me. You're preparing for engineering? This is your basics. It helps. Even though you're crying out for help, you don't understand a word in mathematics, you don't understand a formula, you don't understand how it works, this book helps. As much as it helps, seeing this around in your house, at your school, in your classes will give you the chills every single time. Adi Sharma kya kya? Did you do it? Did you solve that sum? Every test, every quiz, every question that you will ever solve in mathematics comes from this book as far as you're in school. So beta, Adi Sharma nikalo, padhne baith jao, because zindagi savar jayegi, like they say. Calming myself down, let's move on to the next one. अब शर्मा जी तो चले गए, वर्मा जी को छोड़ दे. Sorry. But for those of you, my lovely friends, who've chosen engineering as a path, who've done engineering, but are not yet done and dusted with the trauma of engineering and the preparation it takes to get into the engineering college, this one's for you, my friends. A salute to the ones who solved H.C. Verma numericals while they were studying day in, day out to be future ready, to have those experiments in place. How much time it took for the monkey to climb up the ladder, to climb down the ladder. If there was a pulley system involved, how many pulleys will it require? How much force? What's the torque? Don't get me started, because I don't know where it ends. That, my friend, is H.C. Varma for you guys. I've had my share of hardships with this book, but I thank my stars that I've had the pleasure of experiencing it once in a lifetime. If you haven't, and if you should not, it's alright. It's perfectly fine. If you're in commerce, कोई जरूरत नहीं है H.C. वर्मा के बुक से फिजिक्स करने की. It's okay. क्लास 10 के बाद जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. But फिजिक्स वहां कहाँ खत्म होती है? And that's where Erudove comes in. I mean, मैथ्स तो खत्म हो गई थी, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री भी वहीं खत्म हो गई थी. अब ये अलग से न्यूमेरिकल्स ला के H.C. वर्मा के भी साथ साथ अकम्पनी करने, तुम्हारी रातों की नींद चुराने क्यों आना था एरोडोव को? For all of those who know that I'm talking about a pink book, because at least I have that pink version with me still at home, क्योंकि मुझे वो दान करने के लिए कोई अगला बंदा मिला ही नहीं. सबके पास पहले से ही होती थी. ठीक है, इतनी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस है इस बुक की, समझ रहे हो? सो जब आप IIT JEE प्रेपरेशन कर रहे होते हैं, या आप बैठे होते हैं इस ख्याल में कि मेरा इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में हो गया है, अब तो आराम ही आराम है, एरोडोव कौन ही देखेगा? Worry not, your professors will always have a copy with them. Your library will have tons of copies. क्योंकि एक बार तो निकाल ली, उसके बाद उसे कोई पढ़ना नहीं चाहता. If you want to find it out for yourself about more details about what Erudove numericals look like, or what are the concepts that are explained in the book, मुझसे इतनी ही उम्मीद रखिएगा. And last but not the least, we come to this magnificent book on its own. अब मैथ्स कवर हो चुका था, फिजिक्स कवर हो चुका था, हम केमिस्ट्री कैसे पीछे छोड़ देते हैं? सही बात है ना? तो ये जो केमिस्ट्री की बुक आपको दिख रही है, क्या लगता है? मतलब इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री और ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री से आपका कभी मन भरा है? अच्छा, एक बात बताना, इतना ही, तुम अपनी फेवरेट बुक तो छोड़ दो, तुम इतना बता दो तुम्हें पसंद कौन सी थी, ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री की इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री, है ना? बात वहीं खत्म हो जाती है. ठीक है, बाकी है इस बुक की बात. भाई पहली बात, जब तक स्कूल में थे, I used to fear my chemistry teacher so much, for no obvious reasons. She was the closest friend to my mom and I don't know why I feared her so much. Probably that was the reason. I don't know. एक तो टीचर से डर, ऊपर से सब्जेक्ट से डर, ऊपर से सब्जेक्ट भी कंफ्यूज है कि एग्जैक्टली CH और O, हाँ CH और O के ही एलिमेंट्स को लेके पढ़ाना है कि पीरियोडिक टेबल भी याद करनी है? नहीं, क्योंकि एलिमेंट्स तो कभी खत्म होते ही नहीं है ना. नोबल गैसेस भी आएंगी, पीरियोडिक टेबल के एलिमेंट्स भी सारे याद करने हैं, और वो भी याद भी कैसे होते थे? ली ना मक सस फर बी मक का सर बरा बे बकनोफ. फॉर दोज हु गेट इट विल गेट इट. ठीक है, तो अगर ये जो भी मैंने बोला आपको नहीं समझ में आया ना, इट्स ऑल राइट. अगर आप उस स्ट्रीम में नहीं है, जरूरत भी नहीं है समझने की. पर फॉर दोज हु बीन थ्रू chemistry as a subject, and for people like me who've also taken up a scientific degree at the cost of having chemistry as an extended subject to study, well, you've come a long way, my friend. And with that, we are at the end of the video. Thank God school's over. But as much as I love school for the precious memories and for the foundation of my education that have brought me so far, that has brought me so far, Ren and Martin corrected me there, I'm done with the traumatic part of it. With that, much love. कोई भी बुक अगर छूट गई है कमेंट सेक्शन में दे देना. कौन सी बुक तुम्हारी फेवरेट थी और अभी भी है, वो भी कमेंट सेक्शन में दे देना. And the book you hated the most, dreaded the most, hate is a strong word, dreaded the most, उसे भी comment section में दे देना. With that, my friends, like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Look, subscribe नहीं करते हो यार, that's not fair. Much love.